Emotional cheating is one of the most misunderstood and underestimated forms of betrayal in relationships. It often goes unnoticed by outsiders, by the partner involved, and sometimes even by the person being cheated on. But despite the lack of physical contact, emotional infidelity can be just as painful, if not more damaging, than a physical affair. So, what exactly is emotional cheating? In simple terms, emotional cheating happens when someone invests their emotional energy, intimacy, and attention in a person outside of their relationship in a way that undermines the connection with their partner. It usually starts with a seemingly innocent friendship that slowly crosses boundaries, sharing personal thoughts, forming a deep bond, hiding conversations, or prioritizing another person emotionally over their partner. Unlike physical cheating, which is often about a single act, emotional cheating is built over time. It involves emotional closeness, late-night chats, confiding in someone else instead of your partner, or seeking comfort and validation from someone outside the relationship. It's not about sex. It's about where your heart goes. Why is emotional cheating so harmful? The reason emotional cheating hurts so deeply is because it attacks the core of emotional safety and trust in a relationship. Emotional intimacy is often the foundation of romantic bonds. When that intimacy is shared with someone else, it creates a wedge between partners, even if no physical boundaries have been crossed. Partners who are emotionally cheated on often describe feeling replaced, invisible, and emotionally abandoned. They may question their worth, their role in the relationship, and whether their partner still values them. Even worse, emotional cheating is frequently denied or minimized by the person engaging in it. They may say, like, we're just friends, or nothing physical happened, dismissing their partner's concerns. This creates confusion and gaslighting, which can be extremely damaging to emotional well-being. What are the signs of emotional cheating? Emotional infidelity can be hard to identify, especially at the beginning. Here are some common red flags. Increased secrecy. Your partner becomes protective of their phone, deletes messages, or avoids talking about certain people. Emotional distance. They seem less connected to you emotionally, share less about their thoughts or day, and are less interested in spending quality time together. Shifting priorities. Someone else's opinion, attention, or company seems to matter more than yours. Frequent contact with someone specific. They constantly text, call, or meet someone, even if they insist it's just friendship. Downplaying your concerns. When you bring up how their behavior makes you feel, they get defensive, dismissive, or turn the issue around on you. Emotional comparison. They compare you to someone else, often mentioning how that person gets them, understands them, or is easy to talk to. These signs don't always mean emotional cheating is happening. But if several of them are present, it's important to take a closer look at what's going on. Why do people emotionally cheat? There are many reasons why someone might engage in emotional cheating. It rarely happens without some emotional context, and often reflects unaddressed needs or unresolved issues in the relationship or within the individual. Here are a few common reasons. Lack of emotional fulfillment. If someone feels neglected, unappreciated, or emotionally disconnected from their partner, they might seek closeness elsewhere without even realizing it. Low self-esteem. Emotional affairs can boost a person's ego. Feeling admired or desired by someone new may be intoxicating and validating. Avoidance of conflict. Rather than addressing relationship problems directly, Some people escape emotionally by connecting with someone else who feels easier or more affirming. Poor boundaries. Without clear boundaries around friendships and emotional sharing, it's easy to slide into an inappropriate emotional connection. Thrill-seeking. For some, the secrecy and novelty of emotional infidelity can be exciting, especially if the relationship feels routine or predictable. Importantly, emotional cheating often starts gradually and unintentionally. Many people don't set out to betray their partner, but they fail to notice when their friendship begins to violate the trust and emotional exclusivity of their relationship. Can emotional cheating be forgiven? Yes, but it depends on several important factors. Forgiveness is possible if the partner who cheated emotionally acknowledges the behavior and takes responsibility without blaming or minimizing. The emotional affair ends completely, and all communication with a third party stops. There is transparency moving forward, especially around communication, trust, and emotional needs. Both partners are willing to engage in open, honest conversations and possibly couples therapy to rebuild connection. However, if the cheating partner continues to justify their actions, hides their behavior, or refuses to see how their actions impacted the relationship, healing is unlikely. Emotional safety can't be rebuilt in an environment of denial or secrecy. It's also worth noting that forgiveness doesn't always mean staying together. Sometimes the emotional betrayal reveals deeper incompatibilities or unmet needs that can't be repaired. How to protect your relationship from emotional infidelity. The best protection against emotional cheating is emotional honesty, vulnerability, and communication. Here are a few practical tips. Set clear boundaries. Talk openly with your partner about what emotional intimacy means to each of you, and what behaviors would feel like a breach of trust. Prioritize connection. Make time to nurture emotional closeness in your relationship. Share your thoughts, feelings, dreams, and struggles. Stay aware of temptations. If you find yourself confiding in someone else, ask why. What need is being met there that you're not expressing in your relationship? Address issues early. Don't let emotional distance grow. If you feel neglected, disconnected, or unhappy, speak up. Value transparency. Secrecy erodes trust. Even if nothing bad is happening, hiding conversations or downplaying friendships can signal a problem. Being emotionally faithful is not about never speaking to the opposite sex. It's about staying emotionally loyal, reserving your deepest intimacy, energy, and care for your partner. Emotional cheating is real. It's painful. And it matters. If you're going through this, know that your feelings are valid. Betrayal isn't always physical. Sometimes the most heartbreaking betrayals are invisible. Trust your instincts. Speak your truth. And remember, you deserve a relationship where emotional intimacy is shared and protected, not scattered and hidden.